All right, tonight I am pivoting back to the Mustang. So I've been without the trim pieces right here. Yeah, let me get a little bit better shot of that. So I've been without the trim pieces right here by the grill. So like you have this little dude that curves around here. So I got that, and we're gonna put those on. First things first, I have to unbox them. So let's see how they look. Okay. The scary stable they put in there. I got these trim pieces from CJ Pony. Basically the only ones that they offered, so we'll see how they look. Yeah, because looking at it, those back, there's these flat pieces on the back here. Oh, that one got bent. Those actually line up just right with the grill, so that's how this is gonna sit like that. But then I think what I have to do is just bend this like so and fit it in there. So it looks like it's gonna take a little bit of adjustment. So we're gonna do that and see how that looks. I'm assuming we're not gonna see these screws after we get this all together because, like I said, they're different colors, so I'm hoping that's the case. And then there's a gap in the middle here, but there's a piece that goes there that I did order, so I have that as well. We'll get that on here shortly. But let me first, oh, that's why it's not going. There was a bolt that got left, so I'm gonna take that out. All right, that's pretty good. I'm gonna probably bend that just slightly to match in height because this one sits a little bit higher. And then there's the centerpiece that goes here, then the outside trim. So let's see how that goes on. All right, I found the centerpiece. So essentially it has two little pegs on it, and there's these tiny little clips. Let's see if I can get them on here. Tiny little clips that those are going to go through. So I got to put this guy on in the middle here, like so, and then I'm going to have to get underneath and put these on, and that's what's going to hold it, I suppose. So not going to be able to get that on video here. I needed two hands to put these on, but those are those clips and the peg that was on that centerpiece. But yeah, it looks like it holds pretty tight. It slides on there and it's very snug. And then, sorry. Then you can see that front piece sticks out a little bit. That's going to be for the other trim piece. But this thing's pretty easy to, like on this back piece, I pushed this down and got it to, the mold to kind of fit fairly flush there. So it's pretty easy to adjust. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to get all these old clips out of here because you have to put these clips on first and then put the trim piece on. So you put the clips onto the back side of the trim piece and then slide those in there and bolt them in. These ones are pretty easy to get to from underneath. Those you have to go up and over behind there. That's the only way you're really going to get to them without taking everything apart, which is not too bad getting in that way. And then those two are pretty easy to get to, so I'll take those back off. I just kind of put them there to test it out and see which way it went, but then I discovered, thanks to Joe Daddy's Garage, that you put those clips in first and then you bolt them on. So I didn't realize when I purchased this, I did buy some extra clips for those trim pieces. That's the clip that came with the trim pieces. So you can see it has this little piece on here, and this guy is just a piece of metal that you have to kind of bend. This is the ones I bought, and if you look at that, that's a spring. And so these were so much easier to use and to install than these were. So I have those on this side and those on this side because I found them in the box and I realized I had bought them. So I went ahead and used them, at least half of them. No big deal. We'll see how this holds up. If I have any issues, I have those. They were only a few bucks, so I highly recommend just getting those and using them instead of the ones that come with the trim pieces. So I test fit this, and I didn't want to take it off. So as I put that on, it's you have to kind of form it. And what I mean by that is I had to kind of slide it over the bottom of the lip here of the hood, the front of the hood, and right here in the middle, it bends really easy, and so you kind of form it right there to where you need to, and then you can slide this other side on. And so once I got it on, it looked pretty dang good, so I didn't want to take it back off and try and show it. So all I need to do now is take these screws and install them in there. And this is what those trim pieces look like now that they're on. Get a better shot of that. So I'm going to go ahead and screw those on up there, and then I will close the hood and see how it looks all together. All right, looking at it now, it looks a lot more complete, a lot cleaner. Very happy with that. The only thing I'm not super happy about is that you have this big gap right here between these two, and I think that's just the way it is. I mean, I'll probably have to adjust the hood to get that out at all, so, and I can't really adjust it a whole lot. You can see I got pretty good gaps here. They're pretty even, and so can't really change that a whole lot. Otherwise, I'm going to end up with hitting somewhere or something like that. So at any rate, I'm really happy overall with the way this looks, especially like that, and well worth the time and money I just spent on it.